Hi guys, this is a day in my life video, or at least as much as I can do, or actually did. I honestly forgot I filmed this, so this is all from about a month ago, and I just found the footage today and decided I might as well edit it while it's super windy. So here it is. Just started my day by just getting ready, getting dressed, and doing basic normal human morning routine. I also had a nosebleed, so that's why there's a wad of tissue sticking out of my nose, is because my nose was bleeding and I didn't care to wait for however long it was going to take to stop. I have pretty bad nosebleeds, so it's just part of my life. Here was my fit for the day. It was a cowlot hat, a cinch shirt, Wrangler jeans, Whit Adkins Leatherworks belt, a prize buckle, and air yacht shoes. In the mornings, I start out by doing chores. I did not film all of chores, but basically I feed the ones that need fed, water everybody, and make grain. So here's making grain. It's a simple mixture of beet pulp pellets, alfalfa pellets, and senior feed. And some of the horses get different supplements. So we have one horse that's on a probiotic supplement, and one horse, which I didn't film putting his in, but he gets a joint supplement. But here's kind of the making feed. Part of what we're feeding is beet pulp and alfalfa pellets, which both expand when they get wet. So to prevent horses from choking, we soak it really well. So we basically use a ton of water and make it expand enough that it's not going to expand in the throats of the horses that are eating it. It also helps because two of the horses that we're feeding are older and don't have the greatest teeth, so it helps them be able to chew it. After chores are done, I go on to go ride horses. The first horse I rode that day was Chester. Chester is a 5-year-old curly Mustang gelding from Fish Creek, Nevada, HMA. He's mine. I've had him for 3 years. I did all the work on him myself. He's my heart horse. I love this horse to death. So on this day, he decided that he was just not going to eat his grain at all. He had his grain for about an hour, but refused to eat it. He likes his hay much more than grain, which is uncommon for most horses, but it's not uncommon for him. He's not much of a grain eater, never has been, and he's been on good hay that he really likes, so he's been eating hay more than his grain. So instead of letting it go to waste, I just gave it to my other two who love grain. So a truck pulled up, and I know the truck, but a lot of different people drive it, so you can see me looking over trying to figure out who's driving it. And then right there, I get a big ol' smile because I realize it was my other half driving it, and I just think this is probably the best part of this entire video, just the stupid little smile that I got. But he was picking up some equipment from the ranch, so he wasn't there for very long, but I did get to say hi. As you can see, to start grooming him, I'm using a shedding blade. Well, Abby, why are you using a shedding blade in the middle of summer? Well, Chester was already shedding his summer coat and putting on his winter coat, which is kind of scary for me because that usually means that winter is going to be hard when they grow their winter coat early. So it's a little bit interesting. But it has been kind of a good thing because it's been cooler. We've been getting a lot of rain, so him building a longer coat is good for him. As you can see, I'm not that graceful with saddling, but I get my saddle up there. I drop my cinches and get everything lined up how it needs to be. Then I put my stirrup up. I do my front cinch, so I pull my front cinch underneath him, undo my latigo, and get everything kind of straightened up and cinch him up, make sure that it's snug but not cutting him in half. So one thing I like about this particular saddle is the cinch I have on it. It's just a cinch that came with it. It's my great aunt's saddle, and it was given to my mom, and my mom gave it to me. But that cinch, it has like a 1-inch felt like padding on it, and I just really like the idea of that. Probably not the greatest for like ropers and stuff, but for daily riding, it's pretty handy. But my latigos and billets are nylon on it just because that's what came with it, and I haven't replaced it. And then I also have I think it's called tripping collar. So instead of being the 3-way collar, it goes through the latigo actually and across his chest, and then there's a strap that goes over his neck. I just like this style of breast collar. I don't really have a reason why, I just like it. And then the strap across the withers, or neck strap, whatever, it gets twisted up so you could see me trying to straighten it up and trying to split all of his mane because he has such a mop on his head and neck, really, but has a lot of hair, so I have to split it so that it lays nice. We finished getting into our riding gear by putting on a helmet, a pair of boots, and bridling him up. We then went and rode the pasture, and so here is some of that. So we ended up cutting our trail ride short because I had to go look for something. I don't remember what I was looking for, but I know I was called and asked to look for something. So I rode Chester back to the barn and got him unsaddled and went and looked for whatever deal. After that, I went up to my little cabin and got lunch and edited some videos during lunch as well. Come here! Oh, who's a good dog? Oh, and I have 2 other good dogs right here. Huh? You good dogs. Haha. I'm missing some video from the day, and I don't remember what I did, but later in the afternoon, I went and worked horses. Hey, that's my bridle. That is mine, sir. Turkey. The 2 horses I worked in the afternoon that I have on video are Nugget and Baby Blue. Baby Blue got to have his first full-size saddle with breast collar and back cinch and everything, and he was doing really good. He just got to stand with it. He did not care one bit at all. Nugget got to have a saddle set up just for him, and I worked on his groundwork and stuff, making sure he was comfortable with it. And then I got to ride him a little bit afterwards. In the evening, Jericho came home from work, and so we got horses put away and everybody got their nightly scratches. Once everybody who had lined up got their scratches, we started on chores, which I did not film really any of it because it's time consuming and there's a lot and it was starting to get dark, but that was my day.